Alright. Sup? Morning. Recording.
I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Letting you guys know this will probably be a shorter episode. Because, well, I got a thing at 11. And we're recording at 10. And, well, I don't know what else.
It's early in the morning.
Yeah, it's early in the morning. I got a thing in an hour. So we may stop. We may cut it off at like the 45, 50 minute mark. It may be a shorter episode. I don't care. So hi.
I need coffee for this shit.
I already had a pot of coffee.
Well, how much sugar in it?
0-calorie sweetener.
I don't even like 0-calorie sweetener. That shit sucks.
Well, I am trying to lose weight and using that instead of pure sugar because I just use 2 packs of the sweetener as opposed to I dump a fuck ton of sugar in it until it tastes sweet.
That's you. Man.
It's not consistent. That's the thing. At least it's consistent with the sweetener. With the sugar, I just keep pouring until I don't taste coffee.
Want to know how you actually lose weight, man? You get outside.
That's why I'm going to be doing yard work later.
And then you run 50 blocks with a Twinkie attached to your head, trying to catch it.
No, I'm not. I'm not Chris Griffin. I know how to catch the Twinkie. I just tilt my head back and then I can just grab it.
Not if we actually put a long ass pole there.
No, I lay back, gravity does the rest, and I grab it. Or I take the thing off my head and then grab it.
You see, guys, this is why we bolt shit down. So fast people can't get to it now.
So, how's your week been? I had a lawnmower break down on me last week, which pissed me off.
Okay, whose lawnmower?
It was Calvin's. It stopped working when I was cutting the yard. And, well, he said don't worry about it, but I'd feel terrible. So in the meantime, though, I'm actually working on getting my own lawnmower. So I don't have to keep borrowing lawnmowers from other people. It was an old one anyway, and it was used when he got it, so...
Again, remember, our warning is, my mom will kill you and I will kick your ass.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Daddy, you break our lawnmower.
Yeah, I'm going to be even more cautious now and more paranoid with the lawnmower I have. So I'm going to be getting myself a cheap one because my mom sent me a little bit of money. She didn't have to, and I never asked for it, but she just gave it to me like, here, you might use this. And I was originally thinking about setting it aside for doing it like a Switch or something, but I'm like, no, I'm going to get me a lawnmower because that's better. What are you doing?
Stalking. Yo!
Well, you gotta run upstairs, so... other than that, I've been trapped inside, or I've been staying at home because not much else, obviously because of the human malware. And... I'm like, I don't... Nothing else has been happening other than me just playing KOTOR for the very first time because I've never played it before, and just bullshitting in Kenshi. I suck with talking by myself because I have to come up with stuff, and I'm not good with coming up with stuff by myself. I need someone to work with. Like my lovely co-host. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no clue what I'm talking about. I have to wait for my co-host to come back down here. to talk for me because I don't know what I'm doing, and my brain... I got yard work to do. What else has happened? What else has happened in the past week? There's not much, other than places starting to slowly open up, though very limited.
So what's this about General loving young girls?
Thank you for giving me a topic to talk about.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you don't know the last episode, Reese Kane, who's a friend of mine, and if you were on the DDC or Discord, you'll know who he is, or Red Fox's Discord, you'll know who he is. Commented on the last video about basically stating that the waifus that we were discussing from Street Fighter 2, why Chun-Li is the best, and his reasoning is all the other girls are too young to buy drinks with, or to get drinks for, because they're too young to drink.
I don't know about that. What about C Viper? She's old enough, but
yeah,
but I think she will kill you if you get between her and her daughter. So do you really want that? Literally, the first minute you ask her on a date, she's gonna roof your shit and then kill your ass.
I wouldn't know. It's been a long time since I played Street Fighter 4, so...
It's been a long time since we all played that, and literally, I'm still horrified knowing that someone actually picked poison.
Well, maybe they like chicks with dicks.
Literally, no, he actually thought poison was a chick, dude. Dude, that conversation, when we actually said this.
This is like I almost fell for Bridget because I thought, or from Guilty Gear, because I thought that was a girl. Because it looks, where I'm like, well, the basic looks, sounds, and stuff like that until Accent Core came out with more realistic looking character portraits, and then it was real like, no, that's a dude.
No, we're going to do a General Akbar do. Be careful! We're going to do a General Akbar do. It's a trap!
Admiral Akbar. Which, I did mention, I'm playing Knights of the Old Republic. Because I've never played it before.
I have.
What? And you have to go back upstairs? Well, oh, he's just letting her know it's me. So, I already have a red lightsaber. I took it off the Dark Jedi that I beat.
Again, did you spare people in this game?
Yes.
Me, I did not. I literally looked at this Dark Jedi and stole his lightsaber by killing his ass.
Well, no, the Dark Jedi didn't give me the chance. Oh, no, it wasn't the Dark Jedi. It was one of the Mandalorians that hunted Jedi. And he just I'm going to add more to my thing. And among the 5 lightsabers he was carrying, one was red. So, I'm dual-wielding lightsabers now. One red. I got my left hand, I got red, and my right, I got blue. I got red and blue.
In my case, I got green. It's like I had green.
No, they have purple.
I know. Which is funny. I had purple one, and then I dual-wielded that one, and I actually killed that Mandalorian. It was like this. I'm about to add another one to my collection. Fuck you! I was like this. Let me raid this bitch. Oh, shit, you got that.
I'm on the Wookiee planet.
You better get your buck.
And I already have... this is before the actual movies. But I already have a Wookiee companion. That's Zalzabar. Exactly. Big Z. But it's being run by this corporation. It's like... If you guys played the game, you know what I'm talking about. It's from 2002. It's like 18 years old at this point. They're slavers. I fucking hate slavers. Again, in every single video game I play.
It was like, wait till you get to the point of literally when you steal a starship. That one is going to be fun as hell.
I already stole a starship. That's at the end of Tanis, the very first planet you end up on.
I know. Which one did you steal, though?
They only had the one, the Even Hawk.
No, it's another one that you can get.
Oh, okay, so I'm not that far.
Yeah, it's another one you can get when you get there, so... It's the funny part. I stole me a battle cruiser.
And there, of course, there was that one crazy old lady that had me rescue her droid because she's treating her, or the droid that ran away because, his response was, she's becoming ridiculously obsessed and treating me like I'm her dead husband. She was fucking that droid.
Which is why I took it out. Which is why I had the option to take it out of there.
Yeah.
Again, it's been a long time since I played the Knight of the Old Republic.
And I'm like...
And I played that for Xbox, the original Xbox.
Yeah, I'm playing the Steam version because, again, Reese Kane bought it for me.
The OG version of Xbox.
Yeah, the original Xbox One. not the...
No, the original OG Xbox.
Yeah, the big black box with the Duke. It's
green,
the
it's
control.
like with the green freaking thing in the middle, like with the Xbox in the middle. Yeah, we're talking about the original OG Xbox, not the 360 version. No, we're talking the OG Xbox. That's how this shit goes. You get an OG Xbox, shit. Mine is still at my grandma's house. It's like mine is still at my auntie's house collecting dust.
Yeah, I have one at the house. Or at my place. But getting back to that, I've already encountered people enslaving people, and I'm like, I've always hated the slavers in video games, and I always make it a note to make their lives a living hell.
My case, I just make a note to kill them.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm on Kenshi. I'm already at war with the slavers. They hate my guts because I've raided several of their camps. Or like the first two camps I raided, I killed all the slavers and freed all the slaves. Their camp, I did one better. I didn't kill any of the, I didn't really kill any of the slavers this time. No, I knocked them out because I had ninjas at this point. Knocked them out, locked them in the slave cages, and then freed all the slaves out.
Again, my case, I just kill a lot of shit.
I thought that would be poetic justice for the slavers be the slaves. Okay, you don't like treating other people, or like they saying freedom has a price, and they're calling me a bunch of terrorists, and I'm like, because basically slaves are considered property. I'm like, these are people, motherfucker.
Which is funny as hell. This is why I hate the Thalmor so much. I hate the Thalmor, and I hate pretty much the Dark Brotherhood.
Yeah.
And here's the funny part: Dark Brotherhood is like, I give everyone a 3-strike warning. Thalmor fucked up already. They sent 2 after me. Thalmor fucked up already, sending 2, and I'm not even halfway into the storyline. Like, literally, oh yeah, Akira Shiozuna is pretty much dangerous. That's your 2nd strike, motherfucker. 3rd, and you're out. Hey, you wouldn't like me when it's like you wouldn't like.
You wouldn't like the Dark Brotherhood and Morrowind then, because if you have the expansions with it. They get sent after you from the very beginning of the game.
I know, this is why I played Morrowind.
Which if your skill is high enough, or if you're able to bring one down, you get good equipment very early on, and then later on, I just start hunting them and just selling their shit.
Which is why I've actually done that, and I played Morrowind, and oh my god, I've done that.
Oh, you're sending more. Every time you go to sleep, you send a Dark Brotherhood assassin after me. Okay, I get free shit. I'm taking your good daggers. I'm taking all your light armor that's worth a lot of money.
Which is funny as hell. To the point of, I got pissed off, I just hunted them down and slaughtered them all.
Yeah.
I went straight to their base and fucked them all. They were like, there's no way he can understand his base. Pizza delivery! Oh my god, he got into our base! Yeah, I did.
I still remember the one screenshot that I took, because I was playing with a modded race. I added Burmesians from Final Fantasy IX as a playable race in Morrowind, and someone tried to challenge me. They challenged a Burmesian to a spear fight. Never challenge a Burmesian to a spear fight. It's not going to end well for you. They are the dragon. I'm like, yeah, I know they're bipedal rat people, but they are bred specifically to be dragon knights and wield spears and jump really high and skewer you from the sky.
It's funny as hell because even in the race of Skyrim, there's called the Amazonians. And unlike the Nords that like drinking, Amazonians like fighting. So you can automatically guess this scenario of, unlike there's like literally I read the description, unlike their Nord brethrens that get pissed off and pretty much like to drink, no, we just look for combat. And we drink after we actually do, it's like after victory. So, the one thing you shouldn't fuck with is an Amazonian. Especially knowing that I was like tempted to add this. I'm like, I want to add this race to there because, oh my god. Not only are they tall, but damn, the women are sexy.
Well, dude, you're just basically flirting with every single female at this point, aren't you?
I might have.
Regardless of race at this point. I'm like, and you were bad mouthing furries earlier, but what did you say when you were thinking about this? You look at or talking to a female Khajiit?
Here, kitty. Want me to pet that wet pussy for you? You ever been with a black guy before? Trust me. Orcs can't satisfy you. They go berserk. Red guards, we have stamina. That's why I love adrenaline rush.
Must keep banging.
Again, that poor Falmor never had the stamina. When he read the Lusty Argonian, I mean, there was like 42 copies of that shit. I counted. There was actually 42 copies of that shit. 42 copies of the Lusty Argonian Maid 1 and 2. Oh my god, I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, there was 24. It's like literally.
Am I gonna have to? Or I'm googling something right now.
There was 22 copies of Lusty Argonian Maid 1, and then 20 copies of the Lusty Argonian Maid. It's like Lusty Argonian Maid 2. So there was like 42 copies of that shit, and he literally winked it after that. I'm like, holy fuck, man.
Wow. Okay.
The fuck you typing in?
Lifts her tail. The Lusty Argonian Maid.
I think that's more like realistic version right there.
Okay. I'm just looking at some of the artwork.
Again, no one actually knows what this looks like, and then you kind of realize. So wait, does that mean the old freaking bitch is like, that means the old freaking man's bitch is a shrew? Plenty of time.
I don't know if I should show this. It's not showing anything, but
no, hold on. You can read it.
It's on Fur Affinity.
Is there
I could show this.
Is there any handsome stud?
Well, you can see what I was Googling earlier.
I worry about you sometimes. I worry about you. Knowing that you haven't had a real girl yet.
Alright, so this is going in my content folder. My Lord Magic pants.
Is there any handsome stud in this tavern to help the poor lady with her
Woes,
whatever.
Please don't listen to me.
And this is how the Lusty Argonian Maid came out to be. Wait till you get wait till you get the Soul Stein and actually read the other version. That one is funny as hell. I actually wanted to take that book. I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Okay.
Okay, that's you, man.
I'm not showing that. I'm erring on the side of caution on that one.
Again, all you have to do is people, we live in a time of Google.
Yeah.
Just Google search pretty much Lusty Argonian Maid.
Or lifts her tail, which is what I did.
Just
Who is the Lusty Argonian Maid?
It's like pretty much just like I Google search sexy Chun-Li. So. Fuck it. It's like, fuck it.
There are some things you shouldn't Google, though.
Yeah, rusty trombone.
I'm sorry, what?
You don't want to know. You look that up on Urban Dictionary.
I saw a comment, or I saw this. Which I'm going to save this image real quick.
If you want to know what's on Star's computer, it's nothing but porn. Porn.
Well, isn't it on your phone?
No. I make sure I delete.
Alright, no, this. I can show this. This is a little funny comment. Let's talk about births. Who's got a good story? This is Hyena. How about you never ask a hyena about that? Why not? You're not going to want to. You're going to want to trust me on this. I'm googling it. Don't Google it.
I will Google it.
So you're gonna actually. This is a funny thing because I actually know the anatomy behind it because this is one of the first things I learned in biology class when I was a freshman in college. Female hyenas, when born, have so much testosterone in their bodies. They develop a thing that's known as a pseudopenis. That extends from the vagina. It's just an extended length of the fuck hole. Of the pokey hole.
I'm sorry, but if you ever get married...
And their very first litter, or the very first birth, or the first time they give birth, is always stillborn because that ruptures.
Yeah.
And when the teacher told everyone in that lecture hall, all the guys immediately crossed their legs and went, oh!
And you already can tell half the girls are plotting how to get rid of their boyfriends. You can automatically tell half of them were plotting how...
Did you get that far in the interspecies reviewers when they brought up the hyena girl?
No, I couldn't. But here's the funny part. There is, it's called In Hentai and all that. Yeah, there is, 12, there's 12 doujins about, interspecies reviewer.
Well, of course. There's going to be people who want to actually see what goes on behind the closed doors.
Only 3 in English. So, yeah. It's fucking interesting.
Bang, bang, bang.
You know that's actually part of a song, too, right? You actually know that, right? That's literally a part of a song. Dude, I shit you not. That's actually part of the song. That is fucking hilarious. There's actually 2 songs called that. There's 2 songs called Bang. One is from AJR, and the other one is from pretty much Ariana Grande. Matter of fact, we probably get copyright just to play it.
Yeah, I'm not playing it because I don't want to get copywritten. I don't want to have to deal with that.
You don't want to get copywritten?
No! Because that gets your video flagged. Well, I can't make money anyway because I don't have enough following because of YouTube's stupid rules, but I don't want to give them any more reasons to say you don't get to monetize.
Again, it changed a long time ago because...
Yeah, I know. But still, I'd rather not deal with copyright stuff because that's a pain in the butt. And that means other people are getting money. And I'd rather pull a Josh from Kiwi Farms, where when he does copyrighted music in a video, he does 2 songs from 2 completely different artists or companies or whatever, just to deadlock them so no one gets money.
That's how you do it.
It's a giant middle finger.
Like, you don't get no money, bitch.
Like. Basically just sticking your finger out, middle finger off at her, and I'm like, yeah, no, you don't get anything.
I hate that damn school, though. Real quick.
What?
It's fucking, something that swims in the water.
Oh, yeah, he's playing Skyrim right now because... Oh, Slaughterfish, okay.
Hate those bastards.
And it's not like the previous Elder Scrolls games up until, or like, all the way up through Oblivion, where you could attack underwater.
Yeah, No, here's the funny part. Modded version is better. I played vanilla Skyrim. I got bored within 5 minutes.
Like I remember what Adam said about, or like at least Skyrim is moddable, so the stuff I want to have happen, I can make happen.
They're actually trying to mod Oblivion to make it called Sky. It's like called Sky Oblivion to actually make it look.
But
like...
yeah, I know. Well, I've also heard the other thing where there's also Morrowind rebuilt.
Yeah,
where the entirety of Morrowind is in Skyrim.
Yeah, they're trying to rebuild that. Like, literally, you have mods that actually do go beyond Skyrim and all that. Like, they do go beyond Skyrim, but it's like, you have people that are trying to mod, like, Sky Oblivion, which actually turns Oblivion into, like, Skyrim's graphics.
So basically, a graphics overhaul.
Yeah, pretty much, and it makes it look better. Like, it makes it look like you're playing a modded version of Skyrim. So... At least we know.
That's just a graphical overhaul, though. But then again, let's not talk about Oblivion's the combat system where you keep hitting the button, swing, 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 whiff, 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 hit, whiff, whiff, hit, hit, whiff, 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 hit, whiff, hit, hit, hit. It just gets ridiculous. You just keep swinging, and hopefully the thing will eventually go down.
Which is why I never got... this is why I never got, I did get one thing when I was in actually Oblivion, because it's funny as hell. It's almost like Skyrim, if you look at it. When I first played Oblivion, I ended up in a dungeon.
Yeah.
Only that about a bitch. I'm like, so wait. So the moral of the story is, no matter what, your character's fucked anyway. You're going to end up in a dungeon. You're going to end up being executed. Hell, you're pretty much going to end up pretty much being sold somewhere. That's the fun part about that shit.
Oh, there's an update for them's fighting herds. Okay.
So again, it's very interesting when you actually start playing modded versions of games, like Fallout 4. Oh my god, they actually made it more apocalyptic. It's like they made it more apocalyptic. You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm waiting for I want to see a Fallout mod for the modern Fallout games, not the old school ones. A mod for them that adds all the races from fucking Elder Scrolls. Again,
that's slightly humanly possible, but again, it would fuck up with the system.
I'm like, just because I want to have the ability to have an Argonian in Fallout, just so I don't need to have special equipment to go swimming and breathe underwater.
Again, you do know that's radioactive bullshit, right?
Still, but at least I don't have to worry about not drowning.
I would never swim in that dirty ass water anyway. Fuck no.
There are some areas like I know in New Vegas there are entire areas that are completely underwater that you have to go through, and it's radioactive. Yeah. No, fuck that. I want to be able to have a ghoul as a playable character. But then again, that kind of negates the danger of radiation at that point.
Everything neglects radiation, dude.
No, that completely negates it. You're healed by it. You're in a heavily radioactive area. Okay, you're fine. You're getting health back because you're a ghoul.
The only thing I hate the most is when you play Fallout, the weapons break.
Yeah, that was the same thing for all the Elder Scrolls games up until Skyrim.
Pretty much.
Weapons and armor had durability,
which sucked ass, actually.
Which I can understand the weapons and armor wearing down because of frequent use. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just it's annoying when it happens when you're deep in a dungeon and you have no way to fix your sword.
That or pretty much you're fighting an overpowerful more enemy that literally says "fuck your bullets," and your gun breaks halfway. Like he fires a shot, then breaks.
Why do you think I do a lot of sniping, or do a lot of stealth?
And why do you think I do a lot of explosions?
That too. If all else fails, make things go boom.
That's my favorite part.
I do like in Fallout 3 where you have the dart gun. You shoot someone with the dart gun, it immediately cripples their legs. So they can't run after you.
Which was fun as hell. I shit you not, I did that to an enemy. I crippled his legs, and then I just started popping off his arms. And then I was like this. Shoot him in the head. I literally just did the dick move like this, just shooting him in the arms. Crippling those. And then I just shot him in the head.
So...
just to be a dick.
And also I would like to see brought back, that there was it, because it was in Fallout 2, Deathclaw companions. There's a Deathclaw companion you can get in Fallout 2 that joins you if your alignment is good. Because they are intelligent.
Again, this is...
And he even said, and they can talk. And he says, like, it'll be an honor to serve right beside you. I forget his name, but he's an albino Deathclaw, and,
powerful as hell, too.
And likes to read a lot. I forget what his name is. Albino Deathclaw Fallout 2. Who's that? Goris, that's his name, okay. Yeah, Goris is a party member you can get. And he goes around, so he doesn't scare people, he goes around in a big-ass cloak. And only takes it off once he's fighting. And he joins as a party member. And he's he's a scholar, that's why he likes reading books.
Again, it's more...
And I'm like...
knowing that this shit happens, like... yeah.
And I'm like, I just like the fact that Goris was a nice guy, was actually a nice guy. I'm like, yeah, Deathclaws are normally terrifying. How about sentient ones that actually you can reason with, and they don't want to harm humans? If people wander into the place that they're hiding out at, they're like injured or whatever, they treat their wounds and just let them go. That's why I liked Goris, because he was a nice guy. He's like, I want to help people. But then we all know how dangerous Deathclaws actually are, which are basically their Fallout's versions of dragons. Except they don't breathe fire, they just charge you and then slice you in half.
Actually, if you look at more dragons with the dragon overhaul and all that shit, these motherfuckers can summon undead. They can literally disarm your ass.
Okay.
Literally.
So basically more like Durnavir.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like pretty much, and then...
I just had a thought. Since you have modded Skyrim, see if there's a mod that adds Deathclaws as an enemy that you can challenge. Let's see how the Dovahkiin holds up against an alpha Deathclaw, or a Deathclaw, or like one of the most powerful versions.
You probably won't even have that.
Let's have something that can cut through your armor. And this is one of the things where, this reminds me, where back in the day when I used to read, or like where, let's face it, everyone knows that I have on my channel, me reading a Fallout Equestria fanfic on there, which is the My Little Pony Fallout thing. Yeah, it's like it's been on my channel for 8 years now, and I still get comments on the show or on those videos saying, "You need to do more. You need to do more." I'm like, no.
Why not?
No. I'm like, pay me, maybe I will. But other than that, no. That was a lot of work. And I can't even monetize those videos anymore because of stupid YouTube. But I do remember from Fallout Equestria, one of the most terrifying things that was, that I kind of wish to see in actual Fallout games. The Hellhounds.
Oh, Skyrim.
It's... No. The Hellhounds. They're Fallout Equestria's versions of the Deathclaws. Because originally they were diamond dogs. But the radiation twisted them into giant things that are bipedal. They have the strength and skills of or like, you know how dangerous Deathclaws are, right?
Yes, I do.
Where they come up and they can slice you in half even if you're in power armor. Yeah. Well, let's add the fact that they are Deathclaws.
1.
Except now they can burrow.
Oh shit.
Through anything that isn't solid concrete. They have tremor sense. Which tremor sense is you can sense anything moving anywhere around you without having to actually see it.
That's strike 2. That is motherfucking strike 2.
Oh, beheading Thalmer.
No, that's the second time they came after me.
That's
strike 2.
They have tremor sense so that when they're underground, you are not safe. They know where you are. So you can't hide from them unless if you're standing on a building that's made of solid concrete that they can't burrow into. 3. They like the sneak attack because they pop up from underneath the ground and rend you limb from limb.
Oh, so they're like Khajiit. They like the sneak attack.
Yeah. 4. They're intelligent. Which means they're capable of reasoning and thinking strategically. 5, you'll never encounter one alone, because they always hunt in packs. 6, because of their intelligence, they're also smart enough to know how to use weapons and armor.
You're fucked.
And when I say weapons, not melee, they're smart enough to know how to use guns. So even if you can keep a distance from them, they can still shoot your ass. I'm like, basically you're just amping up a Deathclaw, adding armor to him, and giving him a gun. A big fuck-off gun. Basically combining both Deathclaws and super mutants into one terrifying thing.
Well, it's not terrifying, it's more deadly than terrifying. Because they can kill your ass.
Yeah, that's why they're terrifying. I remember in the original story, Steelhooves, which he was a ghoul comprised entirely of power armor, died because he got decapitated by one. They sliced his head off, and he was the party's tank. Designed, he could withstand explosions and massive amounts of radiation, but a death hound was the one that did him in by cutting his head off.
Sounds about right. Which is funny as hell because I play games like that where I play games like that where it's like this. It was one game I played a long time ago where it was like, oh yeah, you joined the party. And what happened was everyone pretty much saw you as weak. No, the one guy that was like their top adventurer ended up dying by like one massive thing they couldn't beat. It was like literally I think it was like a Minotaur, but here's the funny part. This Minotaur was different. Why? Because it donned armor of the fallen. It donned armor. It was actually smart enough to actually use weapons, and it actually could smith his damn armor. Mind you.
Minotaurs are not dumb, though. You gotta keep that in mind.
Exactly. That's what they thought. This Minotaur was dumb. Here's the funny part. It wasn't dumb. They were shocked as hell when he did this. It took the person's shield that he equipped, went to the arrow, and literally looked at the archer. Held up the shield as she fired arrows, and she was in shock like, what is going on here? Oh my god! Everyone's running away. Your character's like, fuck this noise, let's go. You literally walked in. Everyone leaves you and all that crap, abandoning you. No. You're the only one just doing this. If I'm going down, I'm taking this motherfucker with me. Come on! Everyone comes back and thinking, oh, you're dead. He's like, you're dead. No. You come back. You're standing on the Minotaur's corpse with blood running down like, oh, God. I want to fight this motherfucker again. Like, you literally had this look on your face like, oh, my God, I want to fight this bastard again. is there any more here? Like, you're literally like, is there any more? Because I'm amped up right about now. Everyone's looking like, how the fuck did you kill it? Not even our strongest warrior can kill it. Well, motherfucker.
Speaking of strong warriors, you just reminded me of something. Because I've encountered the Mandalorians in KOTOR. And one of them joined me, and how they talk about the glory of battle and fighting and shit. And I'm just like, these motherfuckers are Saiyans. They live to fight.
Yeah, they do. That's why it's great to have a one going to battle with you.
Yeah. Just describing how he likes fighting and shit just for the sake of fighting because it's fun to him. And I'm just thinking, these guys are Saiyans.
Which is funny as hell. There's like one part of the story and all that crap where, one part of the story in the, is like Night of the Old Republic, where it's like an execution order of like all Jedis, I believe. You know something very interesting? That Mandalorian is like a Mandalorian that had as my companion, and he came in and saved my ass. And we were standing back to back, and he was like, "This is a battle I freaking love now." He's like, "They're trying to kill you, and they're trying to fight us. Oh my god, I'm glad I followed you."
So, anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, dude.
Because we got a little bit left of time left. That was the sentence I just said.
Well, no, it's very funny as hell when you actually have games that, yeah, they have people that think they're powerful enough, and then your character's the one that's a badass. Like, so, I still find it interesting. I went in a battle right when I was about to die by pretty much the Empire. Yeah, he came out and saved my ass, blasting a few. He was like, "Oh, well, shit, I'm hurt that you didn't fight me to this." I'm like, "Oh, hell yeah, let's go." So again, I played a game where it was like that, where it was kind of like, it's like, you know, like the old fantasy and all that crap. Kind of like almost like how Elder Scrolls is, but it's kind of like you join a guild and all that shit.
Yeah.
One of those games, I jumped into guilds and oh my god, everyone treated me like shit. They were like, "Oh my god, this guy's so weak." No. 4 of the strongest members end up dying. By a Minotaur. I was the only one left standing over the bastard's body, looking up in the sky as I was bathed in his blood like, oh my god.
They're wondering, like, how the f*** did that happen?
Like, how the fuck did he survive? No. One person that was cowering actually watched it in awe. He was like, oh my god, I've seen the whole damn thing. You go back to the guild and it's like, oh yeah, someone doesn't believe you. Everyone starts treating you like crap until someone, he's like, let me pull up your memories. He pulls up your memories, and they see the epic moment of you kicking his ass. To the point of that Minotaur just doing this. Breaking both your weapons, and you literally kicking him and grabbing his one giant weapon and said, "Fuck you too." Like, it's like, this sword is massive. Like, literally, this is like pretty much Ichigo's Ichigo's first sword. So it's like a massive sword, and you're just like, "Fuck you!" That was the one time you can stay. It's like, you have an option. You can stay in that guild, and everyone wants to pretty much ride you for fame, or you can make a name for your damn self. I was like, fuck you all, I made a name for myself.
I'm out.
Piss. You didn't treat me good now. No, the first minute you find out I can kill a Minotaur, you're like, oh yeah, hey buddy, how's it going? Fuck you. That's how it was. He was like, oh yeah. The first minute, it's like everyone found out you're the one that killed a Minotaur, and now they want to be your buddy. They're like, oh, hey, how's it going, man? Yeah, you going on an adventure, man? Yeah, let me hold your gear, man. Yeah, get the fuck off of me. Looking like, you motherfuckers pretty much treated me like shit. I came in like a warrior thinking, oh, I'm going to be accepted. Because this was a guild actually accepting warriors. No. I was treated like dirt. I was absolutely treated like fucking dirt. I'm like, well, this is bullshit. Only day.
That's why usually I go out of my way to be nice to everybody.
Okay.
I'm like, you gotta give me a reason to be a dick to you. or to be mean to you or whatever. Because my universal rule in all RPGs and stuff like that is, rule number 1, don't be a dick. Just pretty much it. Don't be a dick. You want me to like you? Don't be a dick.
Look, my rule is this. Rule number 1, never fucking betray me. You won't like me when you actually betray me. Rule number 2. And I do mean this is like the importance. If I actually have a female and she only used me, oh, hell is going to break loose. I will kick open Pandora's box and pretty much rape your ass with it. Number 3. Yes, I may be powerful, but I don't flaunt it like everyone else. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to flaunt it in my power and all that. I'm like, no. I like when people laugh at me thinking I'm weak as hell and then turn around I can kick their ass. Like, what the fuck?
My characters and stuff like that, if they get power, or like, they get strong, they're not flaunting their power. I'm like, hey, they only flaunting your name. I'm like, hey, I'm this strong. You want to get this strong too? I'll show you how. Let's work out together. Let's train together. I don't care if you're weaker than I am right now. I'm going to make you better.
The only thing I hate most is like when Xenoverse, like when you're playing online, and you have these all weak characters that want to help, it's like they need help getting stronger. You decide to help them, they want to kick you off the party or leave halfway. That's what I hated the most. I actually had someone do that to me like 3 times. Kick me out of the party. Like, oh, we need strong members. Kick me out of the party. I'm a level 95 Saiyan, dude. And you kicked me mid out of the party, and then next you know, it's like sending me a message. Oh, dude, you fucked up the mission. No, dude, I finished the fucking mission. They go in, they see it's a Z rank for me, and it's like, what the fuck? Yeah. Fuck you too. Oh, can you help me? Like, oh, blah, blah, blah. What I do is, like, I do something interesting. You know Fable 3, right? Well, you heard of Fable, right?
Yeah.
This is how I actually met my first girlfriend, too. On Xbox Live. I shit you not. So it's kind of interesting that Fable 3 is, like, literally the game I was playing on the old Xbox was kind of like how Fable is. But it wasn't Fable. It was pretty much you pick a class. Either mage, archer, warrior, magic knight, or something like that shit. I pick warrior. Oh, yeah. You make a slightly good name for yourself. Like, you travel around and then you want to join a guild. I joined a guild that said, oh, yeah, we're accepting anyone. Turns out they treated me like shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit? They're like, oh, yeah, we're going on a freaking powerful mission. Here's the funny part. You get a message saying, oh, yeah, you have not been selected. Blah, blah, blah. This happened to me like 10 times. I wasn't even selected to go on a mission. I'm like, so, knowing that I could have just saved your ass, you didn't want to... Okay, fuck it all. I'll just go on solo jobs with myself, come back, slightly wounded, but still pretty much walking with pride, saying, I just killed a fucking dragon. What's up?
And they don't believe you, and then you comment with its skull on your shoulder. I'm like...
it was funny as hell, I actually made armor out of the dragon skull, too. Like, you can actually make dragon... It's like, you can make dragon armor and all that. They're like, oh, you didn't kill a dragon? No, I was limping in, dragging this. Told the blacksmith, what can you make with this? Where the hell did you get dragon armor from? This is so rare!
Where'd you get dragon bones and scales from? I'm like, I killed a dragon. That's how I got it.
Why do you think I'm injured and limping right now? Why do you think I'm limping right about now? That dragon made me work for this shit! I made one powerful ass weapon, and then because I still had this dragon armor, and you can actually clip like capes on it, they were like, oh, he's still weak and pathetic, blah, 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 this. No. This Minotaur. This is how he actually showed how brittle and frail my fucking dragon armor was. Even though it's the most rarest, he actually showed it was frail because he just did this. He freaking punched me. My helmet broke. Half of my plate broke. And he broke my damn weapons. I'm like, oh my god, I want this as a training partner now. I'm killing him. Like, I'm sorry. I wish I could have you as my training partner. I would get 10 times more stronger with you. No, it shows a cutscene where you just do this. Take your broken blade, stab it in the Minotaur's arm, making him drop his weapon, grab it, and go hands on him. You literally, last moment, he's looking at you like, this is a worthy warrior. Fuck you! Like, you're literally, the Minotaur's looking at you with pride and respect. You're looking like I will win! Fuck you! As you just kill him. He falls down and it's like you're just standing on his body like, oh my god, I'm about to pass out, but fucking stand up and pass out. People are looking at you like, how did you kill a Minotaur? It was quite easy. This pastor made me work for it. He made me
no, how'd you kill the Minotaur? I hit him with my sword.
Like,
a lot.
Like, do you not see the big fuck off sword I just took from him? Like, I mean, he broke my damn armor. I've actually had respect for this bastard.
I hit him with my sword. A lot.
One final moment. A lot to say fuck you.
How do you expect I beat him? I hit him with my sword a lot till he stopped moving.
Even then, I had to make sure I hit him again. So it's funny as hell, like, how this game progressed. It was like, oh yeah, everyone in this guild is pretty much saying, oh yeah, we know you, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You're trying to, like, coast in your fame.
No, I want to actually do work and earn my keep. I don't care about fame.
Which is funny as hell. Once it's like, you have a decision to leave the guild and all that, like, oh yeah, it's like, you can pretty much look at the memories like, oh yeah, think of all the good times.
Like, you treated me like shit?
Yeah, it was funny. It was like, one person tried to stop you from me, like, think of all the good times.
What good times?
Literally, you have a mini flashback of all the times you were treated like shit. Fuck this noise, like, I'm out, peace. Like,
no, my immediate response is, what good times? Bye.
It's funny as hell. When you leave, you make more name for yourself. You're actually doing this. You actually create a guild. Now your former guild, they're so much in financial ruin. Because it's like they're more in financial ruin and all that shit. They try to freaking come to you like, hey, can we join your guild now? Now, here's the funny part. You got every one of your members is loyal to you. Now you got your previous guild that kind of comes in like, hey, can we join? No.
No, you cannot.
No. Fuck you.
No.
Like, they tried to do, it was funny, they tried to do everything out of this whole game and all that crap. I lost the game a long time ago, but it was like, they tried to do everything. Oh yeah, try to get you to invite you to a party. Bring your guild and our guild together to actually, like, combine our forces. Fuck you.
No.
Oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. We want to go on a party with you and it's like a few of your guild members. No. Not gonna happen. You bastards ran away, so fuck you all. Which was funny as hell. It was a party of it was a party of 9, which you included was 10. 5 of those members died, and they were the most powerful members of them all. The other 5 ran, the other 4 ran the fuck away. They literally looked, one dude was like this as a mage. Did a fireball that was so weak, Minotaur did this. Looked at him, brushed it off.
Well, of course the mage would run, because if you breathe on them hard, they fall down.
Yeah.
They're not built to be... Mages aren't built to be punched.
Yeah, it was funny as hell. He did this weak fireball. Minotaur was pissed off, like, how dare you ruin my armor, brushed it off, and he's like, roared. All 4 of them took off running. All 4 of them, like, ran. Oh my god,
Mages are squishy.
But they all just ran. 2 was an archer. I'm like... You had the option. They were like, oh, do you want to run and pretty much be called a coward, or do you want to fight this damn thing? I want to fight this damn thing. I'm like, I have the mindset of a Saiyan. I want to fight it.
I'm a deck it in the schnoz.
I'm going to deck it in the face. When that didn't work, I'm going to stab it with my sword. When that doesn't work, I'm still going to find a way to kick its ass.
I'm going to keep hitting it with my sword till it goes down. Alright, I think we've run out of stuff to talk about. And besides...
it was fun as hell, though. It was. Literally just come out of nowhere. Fuck you! Only for you to just get, it's like, when you think you're going to punch the Minotaur in the face, only to get backhanded. He literally, the Minotaur just did this. I respect you, bitch smack. Like, yep, that hurt. Wait, where's my helmet at? Helmet's laying in pieces, half your arm is in pieces, like, oh, you son of a bitch, now I'm mad. Do you know how long it took me just to get dragon bone armor? With some dragon skills? Took me literally like 2 months to find a dragon! Kill your ass now! So it's like, that game was very interesting knowing that, it turns out, now the guild finds out,
You were blessed by the goddess of war. It's like by the goddess of war in battle and the goddess of luck. That's when someone's like, that's when a fortune teller read your fortune. She was like, oh my god, you're actually blessed by the goddess of war and battle and by luck. And the goddess of luck, too. No wonder I can't fucking lose. Holy shit. Like, no wonder. I get back up like a Saiyan. I'm near death and I'm all ready to fight again.
HP says any more than one and I'm ready for fun.
One pixelated life is all I need. 10 times more stronger. It was funny as hell. That's the one thing I never knew about my character. When I created it. I was blessed by the goddess of war and battle and the goddess of luck. And boy, was luck saving my ass. It's like, oh yeah, you broke my sword, so guess what? I'm going to stab you with this broken sword. Fuck you!
And I'm taking your sword to replace it.
Yeah, pretty much!
Because apparently yours is better than mine, because you broke mine with it.
And then everyone's like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then when they find out, the fortune teller actually tells them, you have a strong warrior here. He was blessed by the goddess of war and battle and the goddess of luck. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Like...
Oh, we gotta wrap up, because I'm expecting a phone call shortly. From my doctor, so yeah. We've been going on for almost an hour anyway, so...
And about 56 minutes.
Well, 56 minutes it says right now.
So yeah.
Where is my phone? Oh, right here it is.
You mean that crappy flip phone?
Yes. And I have no signal. Lovely. Alright, well... Bye, everybody!
Blackstorm's just shaking his head at, like, literally, that's a deadly weapon in Johnny Boy's hand. A frickin' flip phone.
No, it's not a Nokia.
It don't matter.
That's a deadly weapon, because those were indestructible.
Yeah, it don't matter. A flip phone is a deadly weapon. You just chuck it at someone's face. It'll hurt. It'll hurt.
Alright. Say goodbye.
Peace.